So unfortunately, the recording I have of Durby Boshank doing all of these story missions was corrupted, and I lost hours of footage. However, his cousin, Pass the Swisha, his cousin Pass the Swisha is going to fill in for us. So you may see my big sexy tail flopping around, but that's just because I'm an Argonian for a short time. Just for a short time.
I hear familiar footfalls. Come closer, Vestige. Welcome to the harborage, Vestige. This is as comfortable a home as an old dried-up husk like myself could hope for. Despite my blindness, nay, because of it, my other senses seem to have heightened. This place had the right smell about it. Indeed, but let us not get ahead of ourselves. Without an understanding of where we are bound, every road will get us nowhere. Before we truly understand our destination, we must speak of the past. Of a sort. I invite you to enter my mind and walk with me through visions of the past, that you might understand the events that brought us to this time, this moment. Enter my mind.
This moment in time, this moment
shadows
of time and moments.
The prophecies of the Elder Scrolls are a fluid, living thing. They are not fixed. At many points throughout history, the actions of heroic mortals have rewritten them.
What does this have to do with me?
I only know that you are important, Vestige. The scrolls reveal to me that your destiny is intertwined with that of the 5 companions.
Who are the 5 companions?
The first companion, Lyris Titanborn, daughter of giants, was the mightiest warrior in the service of the Emperor. Next, Abner Tharn, a powerful sorcerer and Grand Chancellor to the Imperial Elder Council. The Red Guard Swordmaster, Sai Sahan, leader of the Imperial Dragon Guard. The Imperial Emperor, Varen Aquilarius, who attempted to light the dragon fires and failed. And finally, Mannimarco, the traitor, the King of Worms, a powerful necromancer, and your executioner. These were the 5 companions who set out from the Imperial City on an epic quest to recover the lost Amulet of Kings.
How can the King of Amulets turn Varian into one of the Dragonborn?
Mannimarco convinced Varen that the amulet could be used to perform a ritual that would rekindle the dragon fires. He claimed this would please Akatosh and entice him to adopt Varen as one of the Dragonborn.
Why did Varen want to be Dragonborn?
By tradition, only the Dragonborn can lay claim to the Ruby Throne and rule as the one true Emperor by divine right. Varen conquered Cyrodiil and took the throne, but unless he became Dragonborn, he feared he'd always be thought of as a pretender.
What happened when they performed the ritual?
Disaster, war, and pestilence. A world brought to its knees. Now watch and see how one man's arrogance brought about the greatest threat our world has ever known.
Goodbye.
Mannimarco, you certain this will work?
It will work, my liege. The Amulet of Kings will rekindle the dragon fires and ensure your rightful place as Emperor. You have my word.
It better work, Mannimarco, or you'll find your neck at the business end of my axe.
My lord, I wonder if you'd muzzle your half-giant pet. She really is annoying.
Enough, both of you. We are here to ensure my lord's rightful claim to the Ruby Throne.
Abner, begin the ritual. I have a destiny to fulfill. By the lighting of the dragon fires, I claim my rightful lineage. By the fires of creation, let me be reborn. By the will of Akatosh, I proclaim myself Dragonborn.
Varen Aquilarius, you are no heir to Alessia. You will pay for your sacrilege. The veil between Tamriel and Oblivion tears and splits asunder.
What's happening? The sky's opening up. This is bad. This is very bad. Ah!
This isn't supposed to happen. What's the meaning of this? Marco, what have you done?
Gullible fools! The veil between oblivion and this world has been...
Gullible
My
fools!
master, Molag Bal, is free to claim Tamriel for his own.
Akatosh!
My master Molag Bal! What a fucking
mercy on our
taunt.
souls!
The ritual tore the veil between Nairn and oblivion, allowing Mannimarco to begin stealing the souls his master needed to power the dark anchors and initiate the plane melt.
What went wrong?
Akatosh gave Alessia the Amulet of Kings as a symbol of his covenant with Nairn. So long as the amulet remained in the care of Alessia's heirs and the dragon fires remained lit, Tamriel would be protected from the Daedra.
What happened next?
Mannimarco tricked Varen into breaking the covenant, and the veil between Oblivion and Nairn was torn. The Elder Scrolls named this event the Soul Burst. It gave Molag Bal the opportunity to disconnect the souls of Nairn from their hosts.
What happened to the other companions?
Varen was lost. In the chaos of the moment, Sai Sahan took the Amulet of Kings and fled. Lyris was captured by Mannimarco and delivered to Coldharbor, the realm of Molag Bal.
What about Abner, Tharn, and Mannimarco?
Tharn remains Chancellor of the Elder Council, and his daughter Clivio rules as Empress Regent. But the true power remains in the hands of Mannimarco and his worm cult.
How did you end up in Coldharbor?
When I discovered the truth about the 5 companions, I made subtle inquiries, but apparently not subtle enough. Mannimarco got word of my interests and abducted me. He took me to Coldharbor, where I remained a prisoner until you freed me.
They saw you as a threat?
The truth is always a threat to evil men. Mannimarco feared I would reveal his treachery, and if knowledge of Nairn's vulnerability were to become known, it could threaten his master's schemes. Molag Bal does not favor loose ends. Walk with me.
Goodbye.
Molag Bal's dark anchors pierce the torn veil and seem to draw Nairn into the depths of Coldharbor. His terrible engines of destruction appearing all throughout Tamriel. And so it falls to us, Vistage. We must stop Molag Bal and his dark anchors, or our world is doomed. And now history seems to have caught up with us. Shall we return to the harborage?
Yes, I'm ready to go back.
As you say.
Goodbye.
And so it begins. The remainder of the story has yet to be written. It is your story now.
You've given me a lot to think about.
And there is so much to do. But know this. You will not walk this path alone.
What's your next move?
We must grow in strength and in numbers. You will need more than the company of an old blind man to alter the course of history. We must assemble our own group of companions. The first you have already met.
Lyris Titanborn?
Lyris sacrificed her own freedom to allow us to escape. She remains a prisoner in Coldharbor. I must determine her precise location if we are to mount a rescue. That will take time.
What should I do in the meantime?
Mannimarco's agents leave a web of lies and deceit. They pit the races of Tamriel against one another and divert their attention from the real threat. Seek out these agents, wherever they can be found, and expose their lies.
I'll do what I can.
Forgive me. Bringing you into my mind seems to have taken quite a toll on me. I must rest. I will contact you when the time is right. Until then, walk in the light, Vistage. The time is now. Seek me by the cliffs outside Devon's Watch. Hurry.
Let's see, what's one of my favorite Queen songs? Probably Another One Bites the Dust. I know that's simple, but I'm a simple bitch. Another one bites the dust. Ow! Another one bites the dust. Hey, hey!
I have finally located Lyris Titanborn in Coldharbor.
Is she safe?
She works a terrible forge under the lash of the great deceiver, Molag Bal. Her soul is in great danger. You must go to her.
Her soul is in great
I
danger!
can manifest a gate to that dark realm, but you must go quickly.
Open the gate. I'll rescue Lyris. Open the gate!
Tread carefully in Molag Bal's realm. You are important. The scrolls have so named you.
Oh shit! Lyris!
You're alive. Are you really here, or is this another trick?
It's me! The prophet sent me to find you.
And he's still alive. Thank the gods. But you can't stay. You have to leave before they find you here.
I'm not leaving without you.
You don't understand. They've done something to me. I can't leave.
What do you mean?
It's hard to describe. My memories, my feelings, they've been fragmented, ripped apart. And all the fragmented pieces have been locked away in different parts of the foundry.
Then we'll retrieve them.
I've tried. The Daedra took everything. My willpower, my courage, my sense of self. I'm an empty shell. And the fragments are reflections of my worst fears and most painful memories. I can't. I don't think I can face them.
We'll face them together. Come on.
I'll do my best. Lead on. This can't be. It looks like my childhood home in Skyrim. My parents' graves. My mother died in childbirth. My father was distant. Cold. I think he blamed me for my mother's death. I ran off to become a mercenary when I was 16. I never saw my father again. He was murdered by an old enemy. Father? Papa? Is that you?
Who are you? Why does Lyris walk with you?
I'm here to help Lyris. Who are you?
In life, I was Gyalda, father to Lyris. My spirit was torn from its rest and brought to this foul place. The Daedra forced me to experience my own murder again and again. I thought my torment would never end.
They're using you to keep Lyris shackled to Coldharbor.
I don't understand. Lyris was always a free spirit. Why would my presence bind her here?
She blames herself for your death.
Lyris, is this true, child?
You were always so cold. So distant. My mother died giving me life. It was my fault. I should never have been born.
Lyris, look at me. The blood of giants flows through my veins. Your mother was a Nord. I gave her my seed without thought for her safety. That's why she died. Not because of you, child. Because of me.
I thought you blamed me. You couldn't even look at me,
This guy's
Papa.
talking about
Do
a
you not see?
seed.
When I looked at you, I saw her face. I loved her, child. Just as I love you. More than life itself. We cannot change the past, nor should we cling to it. You must not let these feelings haunt you. Let them go. Let me go.
I love you too, Papa. Rest now.
Did you get all the pieces?
Yeah, I stashed them in the...
Get back to it. Act natural.
I believe this armor belongs to you.
I can't believe it. This armor is who I am. It's what I am. A warrior without her armor is like a bear without claws.
Suit up. I'll wait.
Excellent. I'm ready.
Well, didn't have to wait long.
Abner Thorn, you traitorous bastard. I should have expected to find you here.
Don't be a fool, Titanborn. I'm trying to help you. Your hatred poisons you. Warriors are like steel. When you lose your temper, you lose your worth.
Help me. You betrayed us all, then went back to licking Manny Marco's boot before the smoke cleared.
I did what I had to do. And as a show of my good intentions, I have a gift for you. But be warned, Coldharbor will not give it up easily.
Is that... Sure, Bones, it is. Vestige, that's my battle axe. Oh, it's good to have you back. Are you thirsty for Deadric blood, old friend? My axe. Oh, it feels good to have it back. The passage is blocked by a rock slide. But now that I have my axe back, I might be able to break through it.
Let's check it out.
Stand back. No damn pile of pebbles is gonna stop me now.
What? You didn't even use your axe, Lyris. You just punched the rocks. You didn't even use your friggin' battle axe. What was that for?
Did you hear that? It sounded like... No. It couldn't be. Sai. What's happened to you? What have they done?
Lyris. Lyris. I can see you. Are you really there?
Sai, it's me. We're seeing some kind of vision of you. Do you know where you are?
I don't know. They're torturing me. They want the Amulet of Kings. Want me to tell them where it's hidden. But I haven't broken. Not yet.
Sai, you need to hold on. We're going to find you. I'll make sure of it. We'll find you. Somehow we'll get you out of there. Sai? Sai! No! Bring him back, you bastards! That was no trick. That was Sai Sahan.
Are you going to be alright?
Sai's a friend. Maybe my best friend. We need to find him and get him out of there.
There must be a way to find out where they're keeping him.
We need to tell the Prophet about this. He'll know what to do. But first, we need to find a way out of here. I don't care what else they throw at us. Nothing is going to keep me from helping Sai.
Let's go!
We did it! The voices, the whispering. It's gone. This whole time it was like watching myself from a distance. Felt disconnected. But now, this is the best I've felt in years. Like I've been reborn. And I owe it all to you. Thank you. Let's get out of here. We need to rescue Sai. Then we've got a world to save.
Lyris, child. Are you alright?
Yes, Prophet, I'm fine. The vestige freed my mind from the Daedra's control.
Thank the Divines. Your loss would have thrown all into chaos.
They won't take me again. Not alive, at least. Prophet, Mannimarco captured Sai Sahan. He's torturing him to find out where the Amulet of Kings is hidden. We have to rescue him.
You brought Lyris back, and largely intact from the look of her.
She's been through a lot.
And she will need time to recover. One does not leave such a place unscarred.
We saw a projection of Sai Sahan. He spoke to us.
What did he say? Did Sai tell you where he is being held?
He doesn't know. Mannimarco is torturing him. He wants the Amulet of Kings.
Then we must locate him before Mannimarco forces him to reveal the amulet's hiding place.
We also saw a projection of Abner Tharn. He tried to help Lyris.
Did he? I thought he had firmly aligned himself with Mannimarco and his worm cult. Curiouser and curiouser.
Sai Sahan said that Mannimarco wants the Amulet of Kings. Why?
As you saw in my visions, the amulet's misuse ripped a hole in the barrier that protects Tamriel from the forces of oblivion. That damage must be undone, and the amulet is the key. But to find the amulet, we must first locate Sai Sahan.
How can I help?
For now you must leave me to my meditation. I must set my mind to the task of locating Sai Sahan. Until then, embrace the unknowable. The drops of water cannot know themselves to be a river, yet the river flows on.
One last thing. Why did Molag Bal leave Lyris any possibility of escape?
Perhaps it was simply arrogance. Perhaps it was all part of his grand scheme. Who can know the logic of a Deadric Prince? I will call upon you again when the time is right. Farewell, Vestige. There you are, Vestige. Come to the harborage. We must speak.
Dude, I just left. Why couldn't you have just said, hey, hang around for like 2 minutes? And then I'll give up on meditating and give you other orders.
Good, you are safe. Good fortune did not abandon us entirely.
Something wrong, Prophet?
Despite many days of meditating and scrying, Sai Sahan's whereabouts still elude me.
Several days.
The projection that you witnessed in the Foundry of Woe showed him to be in great peril. If we are to find him, I will need your help, Vestige.
Despite many days of meditating and scrying, my brother in Christ, I walked like 100 yards that way. What can I do to help?
Though Sai remains hidden from my sight, Lyris brings news that an agent of the enemy lurks in Davon's watch. Fear is on the lips of the people. Darkness walks among them. Even a blind man can sense it. It is the hand of Menemarco.
How can that help us?
If it is truly an agent of Menemarco's worm cult, it may provide us with a clue that will hasten our search. Seek this agent, but tread carefully. The worm cult is a cult of necromancy, and the undead are fearsome opponents.
How can I find this agent?
Venture to Davon's watch. Speak to Fedwira Lauren at the market, or Okia the beggar. Lyris first heard murmurs of trouble lurking in the shadows from them. Locate this agent of evil. Return with any personal effects they carry with them.
I'll find something in return. The Orb of Discourse.
What is the meaning of this interruption? Why have you contacted me?
Hello, Abner.
This is Abner Tharn. The Master and I are very busy. This had better be important. Wait a moment. I don't know your face. Identify yourself immediately.
Who? Me?
Yes, your report, you insipid twit. What, did you contact me by accident?
Forgive me, my lord, but I heard something that might be of interest to you.
Well, out with it. I don't have all day. Your disguise is terrible, by the way. You look like a character from a bad adventure novel.
Oh. Someone has been asking the locals about the Red Guard named Sai Sahan.
Are they? I didn't think that Redguard has-been had a single friend left. Not in this world, at any rate. Never fear. Sai Sahan is safely locked away. Even if they were to discover his location, attempting a rescue would be suicidal.
Do you know where he is?
Of course I do. But I'm not in the habit of revealing vital secrets to insipid lackeys. Now be gone. And if you contact me again without good reason, I shall contact your cell commander and have you properly thrashed for your ineptitude.
Thank you, my lord.
You've returned. What have you found?
The cultists use orbs like this one to communicate. I spoke to Abner Tharn.
Abner Tharn shows his face again. I get the sense that he might have a larger part to play in the coming events, but for good or ill, I cannot say. Leave the orb with me. I shall be able to use it to locate Sai Sahan.
Good luck.
The fog has lifted, Vestige.
Again with this.
The path before us has been revealed. It is both dark and twisted. Come to the harborage.
I get right around the corner and then you have me come back. It's like, brother, you couldn't have just asked me to hang out.
We have an unexpected guest, Vestige.
What's Tharn doing here?
My attempts to use the Orb of Discourse to locate Sai Sahan did not meet with success, so I decided to try a more direct approach. I used it as it was intended, and contacted Abner Tharn.
Is he being cooperative?
He admits that he knows Sai Sahan's location, but he will not reveal it. He demands to speak with you directly.
Let's hear what he has to say.
We meet again, Vestige. I wish to speak with you on a matter of some urgency.
What's this about?
Menemarco and his vile master have dark and terrible plans for this world. If you wish to stop them, you need to find the Amulet of Kings. But to find the amulet, you must first locate Sai Sahan.
And you know where he is?
Of course I do. And I might be willing to share that information. For a price.
I'm listening.
If Menemarco learns that we've spoken, he'll have me executed. I'm a danger to him. I know too much. Therefore I, Abner Tharn, Chancellor of the Elder Council, Overlord of Nibene, formally request asylum.
Asylum? Are you joking?
Do I look to be in a mirthful mood? There comes a point when even a patriot's loyalty is stretched too far, when the things he has done, and has seen done, become too much to bear.
Will you come to us?
Would that I could. As it happens, I find myself to be somewhat of a prisoner, in dire need of rescue. My proposal is this. If you retrieve me from Menemarco's fortress and grant me asylum, I will give you Sai Sahan's location in return.
How can I be sure this isn't a trick?
You can't. And you'd be a fool to trust me completely. But the facts remain, you need me if you wish to find Sai Sahan, and I must keep my head if I am to ensure the continuance of the Empire. Neither of us has a choice.
I can see your point.
Tharn is quite correct. We have little choice in the matter.
You can't be serious. How can we possibly trust him?
As our visitor so eloquently pointed out, we cannot. But if we are to locate Sai Sahan, we must do this. Go with the vestige, Lyris. Rescue Tharn. Give him the chance to redeem himself. He may surprise you.
You appear to have arrived in the wretched Squalor, a shantytown of Soulshriven outside Menimarco's castle.
How do we get inside?
As luck would have it, Menimarco is away on some errand for the Deadric Prince. The castle garrison is not on alert, so you should only encounter a token defense. The main gate is sealed, but there are undoubtedly other routes one might take.
Such as?
You're the hero, aren't you? Improvise.
He hit me with the and pointed at me like, you're the hero. It's like, what? What a douche. We'll find a way in. Cadwell.
I say, jolly good timing. Lyris enchanted, as always. And you're looking fit for someone, so, how can I put it? Deficient in the soul department?
Sir Cadwell, what are you doing here?
Wherever the forces of evil prey upon the innocent, wherever souls are stolen and bodies shriven, wherever a people cry out for justice, there goest I. I mean, this whole eternal servitude business is rather nasty, don't you agree?
We need to find a way into the castle.
Gebera's garters, why? Lovely grounds, no question, but it's positively brimming with angry cultists carrying rather large weapons.
We need to rescue Abner Tharn. It's complicated.
I see. A rescue, is it? Well, that's a different kettle of fish, isn't it? There is a cistern that drains into the waterway. The door is locked, but that's not stopped me before. Why don't you meet me there, and we'll see what's what?
Thank you, Sir Cadwell.
That might be our best chance to get inside. Leave it to the Daedra to fill a cave with bones and muck.
You keep up nicely. I can't abide dawdlers.
What's next?
This whole bloody castle sits on top of an ocean of unstable oblivion, what's it? The Daedra use pipes to control the flow of it all, and it comes out as steam.
Go on.
Well, most of the doors in here are sealed with pressure from that steam. It's all rather complicated, but in a nutshell, if I can tamper with the pipes, we can open the doors to the inner keep, and you can slip inside.
What do you need from us?
Well, I can handle the tinkering, but you'll have to keep the beasties off me. It will be quite a romp. Are you game?
I'm game. Let's go.
Don't worry, this will get you inside with a minimum of fuss. One more after this one. This should do it. There you are. Quick as you please. There's even time for tea. A pleasure, think nothing of it. The merest trifle, truly. You'll find this Tharn fellow at the top of the Tower of Bones. You'll need to make your way through the keep's heart to get to it, but it's not terribly far.
What's he doing up there?
I understand the King of Worms has set him to the task of inspecting the soul gems that find their way into the castle. Which is to say, well, all of them. You'll see crates of the things scattered round the premises.
Why don't you come with us? We could use another hand.
Indeed? Well, I might just take you up on that. But safety first. I'll stay here for the nonce and make sure nothing comes to bugger up our little adventure from behind.
Thanks, Cadwell.
Sir Cadwell came through again.
What up, Abner?
There you are. I was beginning to think you were captured. We've a bit of a problem, I'm afraid.
What's the problem?
The door at the top of the tower has sealed with a warded barrier. I've seen the worms use similar sorceries before. It will sear you to ash if you touch it.
He's got a flesh atronach up his ass. Hey-oh. How do we get through it?
Here's a thought. The flesh atronachs that patrol the castle halls are assembled in a laboratory very close to the warded door. If you created your own atronach, it would be bound to obey you. You could force it to smash through the barrier.
How do you build a flesh atronach?
It's a simple process. A child of 5 could do it. Unfortunately, we don't have a child of 5, so I'll be forced to walk you through it. You'll need some good-sized chunks of flesh. Take them to the laboratory and I'll contact you there.
Alright, we're on our way. Jesus, I didn't sign up for this. Crafting flesh atronachs to break into the backside of a castle? What is this?
Is that a lung?
Probably. Let's build a flesh atronach.
Not very big, is it? Oh well. Now, cast the ritual from the book.
Is this really how magic works? Gross. Gross.
You're not far now. Through the door and to the summit.
Heck yeah.
So, we meet in person at long last. You look taller in your projection.
I'm here to get you out, per our arrangement.
And not a moment too soon. If I had to inspect one more bloody soul gem, I'd have thrown myself from the tower.
Why should we trust you, Tharn?
A fair question. I know things. Things that can help you. Here's a bit to whet your appetite. Menimarco isn't doing any of this to serve Molag Bal. His ultimate plan is to out-scheme the god of schemes, and to replace him.
How?
The Amulet of Kings is the key to everything. Why do you think he kidnapped Sai Sahan? He's torturing him, trying to get him to reveal the amulet's hiding place.
He's trying to find the Amulet of Kings before we do.
Precisely. With the amulet at his command, Menimarco believes he can trap Molag Bal's essence and absorb his power. He seeks to become a god himself.
That sounds bad. What else can you tell me?
I'd love to discuss this further, but this is hardly the place. Get me to a safe haven and I will tell you the rest. That was our agreement, was it not? Now, let's... Wait. Did you feel that?
Feel what?
Now, Tharn. No telling my secrets. Go to your room, Abner. I will deal with you shortly.
Menimarco, you dare attack the Chancellor of the Elder Council.
Oh, wizard battle. Get out of the way, Lyris.
Power Wayne's vestige. Strike him down, while his attentions are on me.
Oh, shit.
How dare you betray me, Tharn? Your suffering will be legendary.
I was too caught up in the wizard battle.
He will not remain discorporated for long. His consciousness will be adrift for a few moments, but that is all.
Why did you help me?
Because Menimarco has delusions of godhood. He cares nothing for the Empire. He seeks only power. I've never done battle with him before. He's far more powerful than I imagined. Oh well, too late for regrets. In for a bean, in for a beanstalk. First things first, we need to get out of here alive.
What do you suggest?
We certainly can't go back the way you came in. I'd imagine they're swarming the grounds already. There's a refuse chute further down the path. It's a bit of a drop, but we'll probably survive.
Let's go!
You must be the ugliest princess ever rescued from a tower, Tharn.
I'm shocked your lack of education and repeated blows to the head haven't dulled your wit, Titanborn.
These two are zesty.
Hello again. Need a way out?
Yes, Cadwell. Once
I'll
again.
have that open in just a moment.
Cadwell, once again. Coming in with the clutch.
Arcade preserve us. You're as battered and bruised as a peach in a sack of rocks. Bit of the old derring-do, was it? No matter. You'll be needing an escape route, no doubt.
Great timing, Cadwell.
Well, it's what I do, quite honestly. We should probably hurry it up. The entire castle is as bristly as a sack of sewing needles after all that noise.
Sack of sewing needles, sack of bruised as a peach and a bag of rocks. This dude's full of analogies. Why didn't you come with us?
Come with you? You mean leave Coldharbor? Well, I don't know. It's been a very long time since I've seen the world I left behind. Do you think it's wise?
The world is in a terrible place right now. Perhaps it isn't the best way to see it.
Well, that wouldn't do at all, and it's not so bad here, actually. Oblivion has its charms, doesn't it? Go on, you scamps. There's a grate just ahead that leads down to the rubbish tip. Do mind that first step, though.
Good luck, Sir Cadwell. Path of the Scorned. That's a lot of dead bodies laying around. Oh, shit. That's a lot of dead bodies laying around. Get me out of here, please.
Quickly! I've opened another portal. Hurry!
Hey, Dumbledore, thank you. I'm out. What up, Abner?
My estates, my titles, my own life, it's all forfeit now. All in the name of preserving the Empire. I swear by all the gods, Manimarco will pay dearly for this.
You alright?
Of course. I am Abner Tharn. It will take more than a few brainless cultists to rattle these old bones. Now then, where were we?
You were going to tell me where Sai Sahan is.
Ah, yes. Truth be told, I don't know the precise location, but I do know that he is Manimarco's prisoner, and that the King of Worms is trying to pry the location of the amulet from him.
You don't know where he is?
Now, before you lose your temper, let me clarify. I don't know precisely where he is, but I can find out. I'll just need a little time.
You tricked us.
What?
Oh
You
my
son
God.
of a bitch!
She's so much.
Are you insane? Get away from me, you brutish she-troll!
Lyris, stand down.
He's done nothing but lie to us from the beginning. I don't care what he says.
She just
He'll
decked
always be
him,
Manimarco's toady.
Please. Manimarco wants me dead. Did I pretend to capitulate to him? Yes, I did. Do you have any idea how many lives I saved by doing so?
The only thing you saved was your holdings in your own hide, you pompous ass!
Enough! Abner had no choice, Lyris. And we are guilty of our own deceit, are we not? The time has come for the Vestige to know the truth.
What's this?
Huh?
The Vestige doesn't know? Oh,
The truth
this
about
is
what?
rich.
Sire, don't.
Vestige, until now, you've only known me
Varian
as the Prophet.
Aquarelius.
But that is not my true name. I am Varen Aquilarius.
Our fallen emperor, in the tattered robes of a moth priest, blind as a newborn kitten.
I am sorry I deceived you, Vestige.
What?
You are angry. It is to be expected.
You're the Emperor?
I was once, but no more. My name is Varen Aquilarius.
Varen Aquarius. Why didn't you tell me? Why the deception?
In truth, I feared you'd kill me where I stood if you knew who I was.
You certainly wouldn't have allied with us so readily. I caused this, all of this. If Molag Bal destroys this world, the blame will be mine, and mine alone.
How can I trust you now, or Lyris?
You must not blame Lyris. She did as I instructed. She's my sworn protector, but she is also your ally. You have my solemn promise, Vestige. When this is over, if you still judge me harshly, you can end my life. I will offer no resistance.
Okay, that's quite a promise. So what now?
We must find Sai Sahan. Everything depends on that.
Is there anything else you need right now?
Need to confer with Abner regarding what he knows.
His defection is a surprise, but it will serve only to benefit us.
Manimarco did not dispose of his asset quickly enough, and now it is ours to utilize.
Alright. I swear to God, if I get down here to the corner and he's like, hey, why don't you turn around and come back? I'm gonna freak out.
You!
Go!
Dawn wants to speak to you!
What the hell?
Go to the Davins Watch Mages Guild! Quick!
What the
Quick!
What the fuck was that? Was that a scam? To the Mages Guild. Abner Thorn!
Over
Ah, yes,
We have
that's
much
just in
to
line with the
discuss, you
third
and I.
law of
Abner
arcana
Thorn!
dynamics. Excellent.
Ah, excellent. You got my message. Apparently that little creature isn't completely useless. Banekin can be such children. I hope you've nothing pressing. We could be here a while.
Thorn, why are you dressed like that?
I can't be strutting around the city wearing my imperial regalia, can I? Your concern about my fashion sense is touching but irrelevant. I've called you here for a reason. If we are to determine a course of action, we need more information.
What are you talking about?
By now, it should be clear your prophet Emperor brought these catastrophic events upon us. Everything that transpired is his fault.
Menimarco deceived him. It wasn't his fault.
Granted. Menimarco can be very persuasive and charismatic when he wants to be. We all believed him when he said we could change Varen's bloodline with the Amulet of Kings.
Then why do you blame Varen?
You saved Varen's life when you rescued him in Coldharbor. In return, he lied to you about his true identity and his part in causing the Soul Burst. He manipulated you from the very start. Perhaps the better question is, why don't you blame Varen?
Just tell me why you called me here.
Varen wants to assemble a new group of companions in the vein of the original 5. Claims it fulfills a prophecy in those wretched scrolls of his. Superstitious nonsense, but he is quite correct on one point. We need to find Sai Sahan.
Why is Sai Sahan so... Why am I asking this question? Sai Sahan is important because he knows where the location of the Amulet of Kings is.
In the chaos following the Soul Burst, Sahan stole the Amulet of Kings and fled the Imperial City. We're going to need that relic, and he is the only one who knows its current location.
Where's Sai Sahan now?
He was captured by Menimarco's agents and taken to an undisclosed location. We need to find out where he's being held.
What do you need me to do?
Menimarco keeps his most secret documents at Knife Ear Grotto in Deshan, inside a hidden lair of Deadric cultists. We must travel there and search for clues.
I'll set out at once and meet you there.
Head to Knife Ear Grotto in the eastern mountains of Deshan. I will meet you inside.
I have some questions.
If I can endure Titanborn's inane prattle, I can survive.
You know what? I don't have any questions.